What is up, guys? I'm Adriana Maya, and I'm back with another episode of Spliffs and Giggles, brought to you by the Red Eye District. I have Emerald Loves joining me today. Emerald, how long have you been in the adult industry?
I'm going to be celebrating 3 years. Actually, 3 years this year. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. That's so cool. 3 years. Does that include like your time stripping and such?
Well, stripping and such, like that would be, I'm like 5 years. So like 3 years, 5 years stripping, and 3 years into OnlyFans creation, shooting, all of that. So.
Do you smoke, Emerald?
Yes.
Love that. We got some goodies from Royal Blunts. They hooked us up. That's the pre-roll blunts we're smoking on. Pre-roll blunts. It's a new wave. It's actually great for a real pothead like me when eventually you just get over rolling and you can't deal with it anymore. Pre-rolls are the wave. I'm sorry. It's just what's taking over. You have been shooting though for quite some time now. Do you have a favorite company to shoot for?
I did like shooting for Bang Bros.
Love them. Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, it's fun because there's not really like, you get to be yourself, and I like that they involve like humor in the shoot. So like it just loosens things up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's fun to get those scenes where you get like lines and stuff and you get to play a part. But I think it's also a lot more fun, just for me personally, when I get to go on set and I just get to be myself and really just enjoy the shoot. A couple of positions maybe you have to do, but everything else is pretty organic. Do you find that you get better feedback in your scenes where it's your more organic stuff than your scripted stuff?
Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. I find that I get more feedback in like the scenes that I get to be myself because, it's just, I like to be, I don't know, it's just, I get to show myself.
Yeah. Well, and they get that like
side.
firsthand experience.
Yeah.
For sure.
I am a person.
Sometimes they do forget that. I don't know if you guys watching are one of them. Sometimes they do forget. Have you ever had an experience maybe at a convention or even just at airports? A lot of fans meet us. You run into a fan and they're kind of starstruck and it almost like is jarring to you because you're like, dude, just say hi, like hi.
Yeah, and then they give you that, like, they do that full scan.
Right.
Like, they look at your feet. They look at, like, just
take it all in.
They just do that.
Right. You're just like, okay.
They're scanning me. There's that look, you know?
Right.
And,
you can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it. It's like, beep, 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 beep.
It's almost like when people say, like, your radar goes off when someone's looking at you. It's like we have a radar that goes off, and it's like, oh, no, they know who I am. Like, for sure, they know who I am because they're taking it all in.
Right. There's been times where people have like kept up with me like online and then they meet me in person and they're like,
man, yeah.
And they're scared at first, but then they're like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Right.
It was just all in my head.
You're like, I'm very friendly. Like it's okay. As long as you're not weird, be respectful, be cool. And 9 times out of 10, like we're going to be very friendly and like accepting. Has there been a shock maybe in getting feedback in certain places that you never would have thought to be like recognized or for anyone to notice you?
Yeah, you know what? I think there's a couple of guys at this like local bakery / coffee shop.
Ooh.
It's like a group of them. They just and it's always like every single time I pass by there, they they snap their necks, they start whispering, and just every single time it's always the same guys. And it was It's
just we get it. Like we get it, but also You could just say hi. You could we don't have to do this every single time.
We don't have to do this every single time.
I do think that helps when there's you can tell the age difference. And like who's watching, you're like, oh, they're young because older men don't care. They'll be like, hey, can I get a photo? My wife's gonna take it. I've had that before, and that honestly shocked me when the wife asked, and she was like, my son and his father want to take a photo with you. And I was like, okay. And she was like, they love you. And I was like, okay. Because we all kind of look alike. It was like not cool. I was like, I was like walking away like, something's up. Something's afoot. They into some freaky shit.
Porn, I guess porn runs in their family.
Oh yeah, porn. Well, and honestly, I think people have such open conversations now with
that is true.
Not underage kids, but they're older kids now because our parents are getting into that gap. Or like me and my parents, oh my god, there's like no filter. It's like me and my dad, there's no filter. Me and my mom, there's a filter.
That's really awesome.
It's so cool. My dad's so funny.
That's really awesome to have that transparency. Because I think everyone has sex. That's literally how we're created. Literally, that's like, we wouldn't exist if like your mom and dad fucked.
Thank you. I'm like, if y'all hadn't have been getting it on one hot summer night, I would not be, by the grace of whoever you pray to, I am here. And you're welcome. Shout out to Marty and Kelly. Good people.
We all have sex. Everyone masturbates. Everyone chokes their chicken. Everyone flicks their bean.
I love that set. Flick the bean. That's a good one. That is a good one. The thing is, no one's flicking it. That's what's like flicking maybe in a sense of like you're teasing. You're like, you're not coming yet. Flick. But no one's flicking it to get off. That's something that's always confused me. Speaking of confusing things, what is something that getting in the industry you thought was one way, and then now that you've had some like real time of being in the industry, you can say you're a vet now. Like, what's something that's been shocking to you?
What's something that's been shocking to me in the industry after 3 years?
Right.
Not everyone can get in porn.
Yeah.
I always thought like, everyone likes having sex. Like,
right.
Am I allowed to talk about politics?
Oh yeah.
And porn?
Yeah.
It's not a fair opportunity for everyone.
No, not at all.
Everybody has a complete advantage and knowledge, but they're all in different ways.
Completely. Yeah. No, it's so true.
I did not expect that at all.
Right. No, and it's deep. There's people who are like porn adjacent, as we like to call it. Even now, after years of being photographers, PAs, people, even then they're still like, it's fascinating to hear you guys kind of go over things that are happening and like issues you are having, and like you're serious about it, and it's like very real to us. And it's also kind of jarring to think that like 3 years ago getting into it, it's like not once would I have ever thought I would have to like debate with people about like bisexual people and people that are trans and mixing with crossover performers and things like that. Like, right. And then there's also people who are so fluid in their personal lifestyles that it's just insane. I never would have thought it would have came up. I completely agree with you. It's very jarring. Do you think that because we are also open sexually in our careers and we put on these personas and, we sort of open ourselves up to all these different avenues, that it almost jades us, it makes us jaded to these everyday conversations among normal people because we do have all this experience.
Yeah. And it's, definitely I've learned that not everybody has the same opportunities And yeah, it is, like you said, jarring because like it's a whole nother like perception of like who you are and what you are to the outside. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, before porn, like I was already really happy with myself.
Yeah.
Like I accepted my different features or like who I am as a person. But then when you go in porn, you're kind of like, you feel almost like watered down.
Whoa, yeah. That's real. No, that's real. Porn, it gives you like
a false perception.
Yeah, and it gives you body dysmorphia, but also like the most confidence you've ever had in your life. It's like this crazy fucking like it's insane. The best way to describe it, one model said this to me, was like, so like your porn career is like a Rubik's Cube, and like some days you have like 4 maybe matching on one side, or like even 5, and you're like, dude, I'm fucking almost there. And some shit fucking happens and all your shit gets thrown out of whack. And it's like, you could have something go wrong in your personal life and it'll mess with your scene life. You could have something go wrong in your scene life and it messes, and it just bounces all over the place. How do you find that balance with so many different avenues? Because you do content main now, right? And you do dance. You are a stripper. Hey, go see my girl. But also you used to do mainstream, and that alone, balancing those 3 things, is heavy. So how did you kind of navigate that?
Masturbating a lot, spending time with yourself a lot.
Love that.
You know,
oh yeah.
Having personal sex, cuddling helps.
That shit is so real.
You know, doing, you know, things that feed the peace within you.
Yeah.
And it could be challenging to remember those things because we have so many things to do.
Yeah.
Like we, you know, go to work during the day. We work sometimes during the day. Yeah. Sometimes we'll work late at night. Sometimes we won't work at all.
Right. It's very finicky.
It's very finicky. But I think what has helped me through all that time is masturbating by myself, having that me time,
right?
Having some personal sex.
Yes.
And just, you know, feed your soul. Be alone if you need to.
Right.
You're going to be better if you're alone for a little bit.
Right.
Doing the things that you love and then meeting with other people.
Yes. Oh my God, it's so real. I think we all get a little overwhelmed almost because we get so much attention and so much, you know, love from our peers online. And then you're responding to people on OnlyFans or however many fan sites you have, you know. And then there's camming or shipping, and there's so many relationships that it's like we almost like don't have time for ourselves. Like it's like our head is so crowded with so much that you don't even think about like, oh, maybe I do need a day off. What do you find is your least taxing line of work? Like somewhere you just get to go? Is it dancing because you get to just flow to the music? Is it shooting because you get to like get in your persona, you know, and just have fun with it? Like, where do you find you have the most fun working?
That's, you know what? I'm grateful you asked that question, and I'm so grateful that I can say I actually have fun when I work.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I love that so much.
They're all so different in their own ways, but you know, of course, it's always going to be work.
Right.
It's always going to be work. I mean, the best part is, I think, I don't know. That question's hard because I love them both so much in different ways.
Well, it's true. They give you different things. So it's true. You could maybe not even be in the mood for dancing one day, but then getting to chat with your fans or cater to their, you know, fantasies or whatever, it kind of fills you up again. Just the same that you may not even be up for chatting with people online because it's just so many conversations. But in-person interactions are almost like lightweight to do. It's just easy sometimes. So I agree. It's a good balance. Like they're both just fun. I wish I could dance. I have no rhythm, so it doesn't work. But I wish I could because I'm so good with in-person interactions that I think that would help me like find my balance more. When you do get to dance, how do you get in that like headspace of like, oh, I'm feeling sexy and stuff? Do you have like a specific song? Is there like a ritual you do or like a certain outfit or something?
I like that question a lot. Like how I really, really get myself in the mood is just really listen to the music.
Ooh, yeah.
Really listen to the music. And when you're at least when I'm dancing, I've learned, try to imagine yourself naked in the mirror. Imagine if you're seducing yourself.
Oh.
Or like, yeah.
Okay.
The music. Just listen to the music.
Can you see yourself at all? Or is it, oh, that's hot? See, because I like watching myself.
Yes.
So I think that's hot.
Sheer performance of just being naked, being legs open, showing my pussy, having my bush out.
Right.
Like just being straight up naked.
Right.
It's just so liberating.
Ugh, love
and then
that.
shaking your ass. Like it's literally good. It feels good.
Right.
It feels good. Like,
see, that's hot.
Look
that's
at
hot.
my pussy.
Right, yeah.
Like, I'm just dancing. I'm naked.
Seeing them enjoying
great.
it. That's hot. Yeah. That's
twerking.
amazing.
Yeah.
Right. I love that.
It gives me a warm and fuzzy feeling. But then with porn, you're fucking in front of people. I think porn is fun too because I like the gift of sharing. It's just expressing yourself.
Hot.
Yeah.
I love sharing too. Would you say that you're into like group scenes and stuff?
Group scenes?
Yeah.
If the vibe is right.
True. No, it has to be right. It does.
If the vibe is right. When it's good, it's good. Right. But when it's like,
oof.
You know what I'm talking about, girl.
Even just a threesome with the wrong energy is the most tense you will ever feel in your life. There's been times where I love pussy so much, but you can just smell if the other girl is like not into women. It's so painful to like work with because then you're just like, are you okay with this? Like, it doesn't feel like consent. Like, it just doesn't. Like, but I'm like, So I totally get that. Group scenes, you have to have the right energy, but also in the same sense that girls may not be into girls, guys get this little competitive edge. And while it's hot sometimes in a group setting, it can be stressful. Like, and you're just like, everyone, calm down. We're all gonna fuck. It's okay. Like, we're all on the same team. Like, how about that? So I feel that. The right setting.
When it's good.
What would you say is a good way to get into a setup for a guy who maybe isn't, that confident in his performance? How would you kind of work him up to like being ready for this scene?
For like group sex?
Oh, no. For like a regular boy-girl scene. Say you guys were going to shoot and he was just like a little nervous. He was, like he's into you, but they're like, they almost like get nervous because they don't want to like do anything wrong. So they're like, you just take control and you're like, okay, hold on.
First of all, that's cute, but that's also really hot.
Right?
Like, it really turns me on that you respect my boundaries.
Right? And then it makes you want to freak. I swear the newer guys, because they get schooled about not like, don't do this. So I feel like nowadays they're very like, I just want to make sure that this is okay with you. And you're like, yeah, let's go over do's and don'ts. And by the end of it, we're like turned on and they're like, perfect. Like,
right. Like, like that, great. Like, I like that.
Right.
It's just so gentleman-y of you and just, I like nice sex. Like, it has to at least start out with nice.
There you go.
In the beginning. And then you could earn.
That's where a lot of them mess up. We love rough sex. We do. But you don't just get rough sex. And the thing is, unfortunately, a lot of guys will see that we've done stuff and they're like, oh, she likes that. And you're like, yeah, but not from you. Not yet. Like, chill. Mm-hmm. How do you kind of draw that line or kind of decide, like, if you're hooking up with a guy, like, okay, he's a good one. He can get the freaky emerald, you know?
How do I decide that?
Mm-hmm. Is it dick size?
I think...
For me, it's dick size. I'm not ashamed to say it. It's dick size.
It's dick size?
Yeah, it is.
Like, does it have to be, like, what size?
Dick size, and if it's cut or uncut. If it's uncut, I'm a freak all the way. I don't give a fuck. But if it's cut, it at least has to be, like, thick. I have to be able to put my hand... I have big hands, too. So I have to be able to put my hand around it, and my fingers can't touch for thickness. And, like, length, I want, like, 8 inches minimum.
Mm-hmm. She's a size queen.
I am a size queen. But if it's uncut, then I'll ball. I'll go for anything. I'm such a whore for uncut dick. I love it. Yeah, I literally go feral. I can't help it. Uncut dick is just like something about it. It's just beautiful. It's like it just wants me to fucking take it.
Well, yeah, I could see because they feel so much more than cut versus uncut.
No, and
I want to have a dick for just. I really would know
just like one day, dude.
I can't be the only one that thinks that. Yes.
Okay, so if you had a dick for one day, you got 3 people you can fuck. Okay, 1 in the industry, 1 celebrity, and then 1 whoever.
Oh, without a doubt, Bad Bunny.
Dude, yeah. Hell yeah. That's a good one.
And then obviously I jerk myself.
Yeah, of course. That's great. Bad Bunny. Good choice. That's a good one.
Celebrity, I would jerk myself off.
Right. It's amazing. It's amazing. Bad Bunny is a good choice.
Would I fucking... You know what? Right? I would fuck this girl, Yumi Sin. That's the... If I had a dick, that is the first...
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
I feel like I just saw her.
Yes. There's a lot of girls I would fuck.
Oh, so many. So many. Oh, like, my God.
The list would be like 90% girls and maybe like 10% guys.
The thing is, I would do strap-on scenes, but it genuinely, like, it makes me upset, like, that I can't feel anything. It, like, genuinely, because it's like you see the dick, right? And it's like your mind is almost confused. Like, it's like that, what's it called? Like, where you have, like, ghost or phantom limb syndrome, where your limb is gone, but you still feel it. It's like phantom dick. I've never had a dick. But if I see it, I'm like, that's my dick. Like, that's me. Like, but you can't feel it. That doesn't make sense to me. So I don't like that. I don't like that. I won't do the strapping. I always get strapped because I get very upset. Mm-hmm. But if I could, oh my God, I'd fuck everyone. I'd be like, oh, my friends, everybody, get some.
Right.
It's just, it makes sense, guys. It makes sense, right? We'd fuck everyone.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, great choice. I would fuck him too. I totally would. He would suck a dick. I believe that. He would. He totally would.
Yeah.
I know he would.
Which is why I like him.
Yeah, kinky. I know I like guys who are sexually fluid. I think that's so much fun.
It's more opportunity.
Right? Wow, that's a good pitch. It's more opportunity. You know what? I'm going to use that. I'm stealing that from you. That's like a great, I don't want to say manipulator, but that's a great way to like undercut someone. Like, it's more opportunity, baby.
Yeah.
You want to come twice? You want to come 50,000 times? You can, right? Out of all the scenes that you've shot, the content that you've done, do you have a favorite piece of content?
Do I have a favorite piece of content? Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I had... Let me think about this. A favorite content.
Right, I know, it's actually hard. Or you could have a favorite scene that came out. Maybe you have something that you just shot that you're really proud of. I feel like I always say favorite content, but everything that I drop like recently is always my favorite because I'm like, oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. But I can never remember anything after once it's put out. It's just out.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Isn't that fucked up? That's once you've done so much content, that is what happens.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I would say like I enjoy them all in different ways.
Right.
Also, I'm really stoned right now. So that question is like, fuck, right now. You know why I love weed?
Right.
When I'm on weed, it helps me think of more of the positives.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah.
Weed is just so friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me happy.
Like a warm hug.
It really is. And the thing is, I am so unpleasant when I don't smoke. I am just so snappy.
Yeah.
But when I smoke, I'm like, I love everyone. I want to give tips to everyone.
Yeah, it's really medicinal, y'all. Yeah. Like it's just a plant. Like it's just, it's so medicinal, it's so therapeutic and just but yeah, my favorite scenes, like all of them. They're all great in their own different ways.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite performers that you've gotten to work with? Because you do content, sometimes we get to work with a lot of the same people over time, just because we know that the energy is fire. But do you actually have any favorites?
Jacqueline Valentine.
Yes. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah. She, awesome content creator.
Yes.
Just so, just what she does, she's so professional. She's so cute. She makes it so fun. And just being comfortable. That's what makes the best sex. Being comfortable and laughing.
Yeah.
Laughter helps with sex so much.
Oh my God. Well, and especially in content, it's like it knocks out that wave of like awkwardness and it just makes things go smooth. Because then after that, you don't mind being goofy or doing something that might be new or a little off the wall. Like you're more open to it. Laughter literally does. It opens you up. For you and Jacqueline, do you have anything that's extra spicy that you've shot that you want to give a shout out to? Maybe it's on your sites and we could watch it.
Yeah, we have 2 scenes on OnlyFans that are available on hers and mine.
Kinky. Love that. Is it full girl? Did you bring a dick along?
Oh yeah. You know what? She was actually the first girl that squirted on me. It was such a like, I felt like a trophy moment. Like when the first time it happens, you never forget.
No, you don't. You literally don't.
And just
you really don't. And it sticks with you.
It was very meaningful.
Right? Afterwards, you're just like thinking. I love that so much. That's beautiful. Yeah. It is a crowning moment. Because I feel like I get it, guys. I get it. Like when a girl squirts on a guy, like they feel like, oh, I made her do that. And when a girl does it to you, it's just like, wow, like, right. And as a woman, we know how hard it is to squirt naturally if you're like not a squirter. So it's like,
yes,
that's a big deal. Like that is a huge deal, guys. Do you have anything that surprised you that you didn't realize that you were into before you got into the industry that now you're like, oh yeah, I love that shit?
Oh, you know what I've discovered about myself is that I could come through my nipples, and it's been a fucking life.
You mean you can come from your nipples, right? Yes. Like they could. Me fucking too. I can too. Yeah, amazing.
It's a life-changing experience. It takes some time and experience to like unlock that level. It's like like really literally in video games where you like just level up. And you get new rewards.
Yeah.
And it just, when you can be in tune with your body more like that.
Right.
It's really awesome.
No, but that's so real.
That's been an obsession of mine.
Yeah, no, that one's real. But I feel like when you tell dudes that, they like are like, whatever. But it's like, no, I literally can come if you're like doing it right. Like, very impressive. Also, I don't know. I would say that that's like low maintenance, but now that I think about it, I'm like, it's kind of high maintenance because it's like not easy. But we can do it. It's achievable. Yes. That's amazing. That's amazing. And what are your yes and no's? Like, would you say? Because, you know, in porn or content, when you get on set, you'd like to go over a yes and no list. So do you have any hard no's or things that are like hard yeses for you to do in scenes?
Hard yeses would be kiss me, have good breath.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Seriously.
Right? No, that's like everyone before scenes.
Come on.
I swear there should just be like 10, 15 minutes for everyone. You're allowed to shower, you're allowed to brush your teeth, you can freshen up, whatever the fuck you need to do. You got 10, 15 minutes, go in the bathroom, that's your time. I feel like that should be a requirement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that makes, you know, that's gonna loosen up my pussy. Like those things.
Right, good hygiene. Oh my God.
And just just not being too serious. Just have fun. Laugh. True. Like, let's smile a little bit, you know?
Right.
Like, we don't have to be in a rush.
Yes. Oh my God. I hate when I get on set and I feel like the guy almost like, and to be fair, part of that might be because of the stimulants, for lack of better words, that some of them are taking. They're in a bit of a rush. But it's also just like, I didn't fuck up your timing. You should have timed that better.
Yeah.
How do you feel about male talents and the shooting up the dick, the taking Viagra, Cialis, whatever? Do you have aversions to it? Do you have opinions about it at all?
Doesn't that stuff make your heart rate like go so much faster?
Yeah. Which is like, I don't think that they're looking into it. Like, I think that a lot of them are like, it's almost like the adolescent phase of, oh, my friends are doing it, I'm doing it. But it's because our industry's so kind of tight-knit that it's like acceptable. I don't get it. I'm like, I feel like everyone needs to do research, consult your doctors. If you have a doctor, get a doctor. Like, don't just be taking the shit or shooting your dick up with it. It's obscene to me, but...
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Right. Oh, no, yeah, it is. Ow. And what I just don't get and what I don't approve of is them marketing it and pushing it on the younger performers, the guys who are 18,
they don't
you know, and stuff like that.
You can literally train your dick without doing that. Yeah. It's honestly earned.
Right. No, it is. It is. It takes time. But I think that's sort of the benefit to learning of who could balance, you know, and stay in the industry is who can actually do it. Right. Because no one wants to talk about these guys who are doing it at 18. Their dicks are not going to work in fucking 5 years. Like,
that literally sounds like steroids for your dick.
Yeah, no,
like,
it is.
It's going to be good now, obviously, but
the
like
long-term
later,
effects. Oof.
Yeah, literally, because the dick is a muscle, and like that's literally what steroid. Yeah,
no, and that's what they're injecting it to get hard, and then injecting it to get soft.
There's plenty of guys. There's still plenty of guys
who can work without doing it.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
Don't choke your chicken too much either.
Oh my God, and don't ruin your dick for porn. But on the same token, how do you also feel about this wave of, it really started in COVID, where it picked up with all of us women, female performers, getting surgeries, all types of cosmetic surgeries, elective surgeries. How do you feel about that? Because I think we kind of ignore the whole boob thing because it's so common. But now the BBL thing has become so common. Do you have any opinions about that? Does it make you feel any type of way? Because we are constantly in a battle, you know, with our bodies and stuff. And some people would say that getting these elective surgeries almost feeds into it. Excuse me.
I believe we all have the right to feel beautiful.
Yes.
And beauty for everyone is so different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, I am all for it. If it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel happy. But on the other hand, I just worry about the safety of it.
Ooh.
The safety of it. And
I agree that one, I'm terrified of needles. So I'm just a big weenie on that anyway.
Me too. I'm scared of needles.
I don't mind surgeries. I do wish that some of the younger girls thought about it a bit more. I feel so bad when I hear stories, especially after COVID. COVID was so hard on a lot of us. A lot of us gained weight. A lot of us, just our bodies look different. And a lot of the younger girls especially just kind of jumped into getting surgeries because they saw some of the older girls doing it and girls that had been in the industry for, over a decade. And I just almost felt bad because I knew it was going to happen. A couple of months later, a lot of them are going to get their boobs removed. They're going to, get their implants removed from their butt. They're going to do all these things. And I felt so bad because I was like, damn, like it was just a lot. And when you see big performers making these big changes and then you want to make these changes because you want to make money, you want to kind of compete with them. Does it ever mess with your head knowing that you are an all natural, creator?
Yeah. That it definitely does. Cause, like what I was talking about earlier, like not everybody has a fair chance.
Right.
An opportunity solely off of looks.
Yeah.
Like your experience, you might have more experience than someone, but someone else with less experience is likely to get your spot.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It's true. I think it sucks, but after you've been in for a while, you kind of know the game of the industry. Do you think that that's why you've kind of fallen back and taken a lead and with doing content so much and building your personal relationships with content creators, so you guys can create together as opposed to solely focusing on mainstream work?
Mm-hmm. And you get to be more of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to, it kind of like makes your perception of like what is beautiful and that kind of like that standard and that public space
gets a little warped.
It does. When you make your own personal stuff and work at your own pace, you get to be your happy self.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about like, oh, I shouldn't eat this because I'm going to do this scene,
Right.
Like, I shouldn't like, like you have to be like, you can't eat sometimes.
Yes.
You literally can't eat.
It's insane. People.
Most of the time, actually.
No, and people will tell you the moment you stop shooting mainstream, it doesn't matter how big or small you are. The moment you stop shooting mainstream, you gain weight.
Oh, yeah.
And people say something about it. And I'm like, I don't think you guys realize what our lives are like. When sometimes we're on set shooting mainstream, you'll be on set all day. You'll have an 8 a.m. call time as a female talent till you get off set when it's finally done. And that can be like 9 p.m. So maybe you eat like a couple of snacks throughout the day. If they have some on set, maybe, if you brought something, maybe you have like a little shake or smoothie. But other than that, you're not trying to eat heavy. And then if you're shooting anal, you're definitely not eating. Like, goodbye. Like, it's a lot to balance. Do you shoot anal content?
I'm not there yet, but I'm open to it. You just never know. What you want in sex is like, I think it's so amazing that it constantly evolves.
Right. No, that's so true. It's true. Mm-hmm. I think that it's almost fascinating.
I want to practice more.
Right.
I want to practice more, but I'm open to it. If it's flowing, I'm not closed off.
I got lucky. My first time was with a guy I was like super we just had a good connection.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And it's exactly like you said, it was just flowing. It was perfect. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I do like anal because, doing it for content and stuff is one thing, but actually getting fucked in the ass is very different. It's very different.
Oh, yeah. Personal sex versus camera sex.
Oh, it's night and day.
Yeah.
I do. Speaking of camera sex, would you mind standing up for me and doing a little spin for me? Your little jumper is so cute, right?
Thank
I know
you.
they love the booty. I know that's what they want.
Yes.
Right? It's so cute.
Thank you.
I feel like it's one of those you could have like a sneaky hoe outfit underneath, and then that way. Stop it! No, you don't. I meant like a spot. Like you're like, no, I do have a sneaky hoe outfit underneath. That's amazing. No, because there's a zipper in the front, so it's like it feels like kind of like Charlie's Angels, where they had like the sexy outfits. I'm like, that's what it looked like. That's awesome.
I like the camel toe that it gives me too.
I've been telling you guys the camel toe is in right now. Okay, so the camel toe's in. You get a lot of like custom requests to do like the custom photos with the camel toe or with like the up close, where you hike your panties up. They love
Move
that.
it to the side.
Right? Yeah. That's exactly what they say. They're like, that's hot. Now move it. Like, immediately. They mean it too. Do you like doing customs and stuff? You like catering to like the niches and fantasies?
Yeah, I like it because, it turns me on that they're going to like watch it and jerk off to it. Yeah. And, I've had, fun requests too. And just
like what? Because you said fun with like an uptick. Like that you like genuinely meant that.
There was this one request that like he just wanted me to strip out of my gym clothes after a gym workout.
Hot.
And just show my dirty socks. And just I don't know.
You got it, Playboy. I like
just
that.
Just be myself.
Yeah,
like not have
hot.
to put on any makeup.
That's hot.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that so much because let me tell you something. Putting on makeup after a workout is just like hell.
No.
Also, it's fucked up for my skin. Like it's so rude. So the fact that he wanted natural, I'm like, he like actually meant it. That's hot. That's hot.
Yeah, it was really nice. Like that was that was a fun one.
Yeah.
She
caters to the kinks. And you heard it here first. So into the gym, because you do work out a lot. That's why didn't throw me off, by the way. So in working out a lot, do you get a lot of custom requests for that type of content? Like I'm sure you have to, right? Like they want you to show your sweaty bra or your sweaty underwear or something, like they love that. They do. Men are freaks. They're freaks. Yeah. They're kinky.
This one guy wanted me to do a video of me mowing a lawn.
You know what? I get it because one of my girlfriends, Evelyn Stone, shout out to you, Evelyn. She does content mowing her lawn. But she's the only person I've ever heard of. That's why I'm like, I'll give it to him, but mowing a lawn. Were you like engaging with the camera or was it like a voyeur shot of you mowing the lawn?
No, they just wanted a custom video of me mowing a lawn.
Wow, like the work into it.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. It's not going to be pretty, but I'll do it.
It's actually a sexuality. It's technosexual. It's when you are attracted to machinery, like anything that moves in a circle.
Yeah, that lady who was addicted to that fucking fair ride. Yeah, she was that. I just watched that the other day. Wow.
Yeah, there's people that have been attracted to like tractors moving, like the wheels, tractors.
Yeah.
I forgot what I watched.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
It's like that lady.
Cars.
That makes sense why that lady who fucked her farm equipment. Like
Yeah,
she lubed it up. She did that. That makes sense why she made so much money from that.
She what?
She lubed up this farming equipment, one of the spokes, and like let it fuck her. And it, like she's fine. Like, but
did you watch it?
I didn't watch the video because I was too scared like something bad was gonna happen. Because I didn't know if it was like, you know, like, and I was like, okay, here's the thing. I grew up in the generation that watched the Pain Olympics. I don't know if you fucking know what that is, but I watched that when I was in 5th grade. My white friend showed it to me, if that helps anything. And it was her fault, actually. So yeah, it does help. It was my white friend, Roberta. And she fucking showed me in one of the videos, it's a dude. He has his balls in the screen, like we do custom videos, if you will. His balls were up close in the screen. He had a hatchet. I said, oh no. The hatchet, and then he popped his balls out of his nutsack. I saw that in 5th fucking grade. So excuse me if I'm scarred by something. 2 girls, 1 cup. That was that era.
No.
I know you've seen it. And its cousin video.
Ew.
1 man, 1 jar. That's the worst thing you've ever seen. He squats over a jar and it...
Did you?
It's like not cool. Pain Olympics, baby.
Did you see the one where this dude got fucked by a horse?
Yes. I was like, I don't need to go to a show in Tijuana. I saw a show when I was fucking in 5th grade, bro. The Pain Olympics. Yeah, he got fucked by a horse and then he died. Or
Ew.
there was that
I wish
guy.
I didn't.
Or the girl who had the world's biggest vagina. And the guy put his head in her vagina. And then after he put his head in, they were like, we can put something else in. And they took a watermelon and they popped it in her vagina. And then she popped the watermelon out. And they were like, it was horrible. 5th grade was a horrible year, dude.
I didn't see that one.
I'll show it to you. It's still online. Hold on.
Well, that's what childbirth is.
Yeah, well... that's honestly probably why I'm terrified to have kids.
Me too.
Wow, you just connected that for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I watched the world's biggest vagina in 5th grade, so that's probably why.
I didn't see that one. I saw like Lemon Party.
You sick fuck. Okay, or there's Lemon Party, there's Salt Party, there. Blue Waffle was just like not cool. That was like, we can't have that back. And the thing is, they're trying to reclaim that because it got wiped from the internet, but we can't come back from that. Here's the thing. But I gotta give a shout out to Roll One on another lighter, beautiful note. They hooked us the fuck up for Spliffs and Giggles with all these delicious papers, flavors, colors, yum-yums. Keep it rolling. I'm literally in love. Back to the Future. And Roll One, just the classics. This is actually so cool. Shout out to them. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna have to roll some up for us because these are just too damn fucking cute. We also want to give a shout out to our homies over at Exotic Club for hooking us up with these delicious goodies. We got some Ruffles, some yummy Fritos, some yummy chocolates, good. That way, now that you're good and high, you have munchies when you go home. That's gonna be in your goodie bag. And we also have edibles from Cali Kid Organics. We love you guys. Thank you so much for hooking us up with the best. They're not sprayed. They're the best edibles around. Check them out. We love you guys. We have a goodie bag, of course, for you, Emerald, my darling. We also want to give a shout out to Royal Blunts. They're the ones who've been hooking us up with all these pre-rolls we've been smoking on. How are you feeling? Are these delicious? They got you feeling good?
Oh yeah, these are amazing. They're so smooth.
Yeah,
like
right.
The paper is smooth, like the bud is smooth. It's just so easy to smoke.
We love you guys at Royal Blends. Thank you so much for hooking us up. You guys, this has been another episode of Spliffs and Giggles brought to you by the Red Eye District. I'm Adriana Maya, and this is Emerald Loves. Good night, guys.
Thank you.